Hi guys, this is Esther. Today we're going to be doing a new Sudoku. We decided to try this online system here at SudokuKingdom.com. First of all, to get you guys accustomed to seeing what an online Sudoku looks like. Also, over here on the sides, it has this cool thing where as you click on the different numbers, it will show you where they are. It'll really make them stand out in the Sudoku puzzle so that it's easier to see where you're missing the numbers, where you should put them, all sorts of stuff like that. We decided to do an easy difficulty. This is still going to be harder than the one that we did in our first video. That one was for real beginners. This one is easy, but we think that it still covers a lot of the strategies that you can use as you start to tackle medium and hard or even very hard Sudoku puzzles. So we're going to start here with number one. Again, just like we did in our first Sudoku. We're going to go through and try to find the forced entries, which there are going to be much fewer of since this one is a little harder than the one we did last time. Alright, so I'm just going to look through. A lot of these ones aren't giving us much. Over here we can't have threes here, we can't have threes here, we can't have it here. It's got to go there. So we got our first one. If you get it right, it will show up in green, as you can see here. If you add one where it doesn't make any sense, it's going to flash red and show you that it's wrong, which is another awesome thing about the online versions. Alright, so we have 1, 3 here. Let's move on to 4s. In these harder Sudokus, it's going to be less obvious what here at the beginning where the numbers go. But we're just going to go through pretty quickly. It doesn't look that obvious. Alright, we can't have a 6 here. We can't have them here. 6 has to go here. Also, down here we have one. Can't go here. Alright, keep moving along. Can't have any 7s here. Can't have it here. Still doesn't help. 8s. Alright, we have 1 8 here. None there. And 9s also. Alright, so we've gone through and we only, as you can see, got 4 forced entries from right here at the beginning. So now we can use other strategies to go through and try to get some solved. So I always like to start where I see the most, like the most full row or the most full box. So let's start here. So in this column here, we're missing a 1. And as you can see, a 1 can't go here because there's a 1 over here. And the only other spot we can put a 1 is right here. So already we're making progress using a different strategy, looking at a completed row. So we have a 1, 2, looks like we're missing a 3. So let's click on the 3 over here, and we know it has to go there. And we have our first completed column. All right, let's look at another one. All right, let's just try this row over here, just because it looks to be one of the more full rows in the puzzle. So we have a 1, a 2, a 3. We need a 4. We have a 5. We need a 4, a 6, a 7, and a 9. So 4, 6, 7, and 9. All right, so there's a 4 already in this box. So even though there are a lot of possibilities in this row, we already know that a 4 can't go in either of these because there's already a 4 in this box. So let's go to 4s. And now that we see that there's also a 4 that can't go here. So our last option is to put it there. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need a 6. Again, there's a 6 in this box. So a 6 can't go here. So it has to go here or here. But we don't know which one. So let's go again. 7. There's already a 7 here. 7 can't go in this box. So the only other place for a 7 is over here. And then we're missing a 9. So a 6 and a 9. And look, there's a 9 down here. 9 can only go here, which means we're back to 6. And now we can fill in that 6 that we were missing. Great. Also, you're going to find as you start to fill in rows and columns here, and you see where the 6s are already lit up, we can already see that we're narrowing down our possibilities for other numbers. All right, so let's keep going. Let's find another one. Let's try this column right here, this row right here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're missing a 5, a 6, and a 9. All right, so you can see that there's a 9 in this box. So it already knocks out the 9 over there. We're going to throw our 9 here. And so we're missing a 5 and a 6. There's a 6 here, so that means our 6 has to go over here, and our 5 is left there. Now again, we can go back through and start from 1 and try to find more forced entries as we're filling in these columns. I can see right away that I can only fit a 5 here because of where the highlighted 5s are. All right, and so you can go through and you can try to see if you can knock out even more. Like again, 6 over here. Now I see a new 4, 6. I see a new 4, 6 up here. And now the 6 has disappeared here on the right side, which means that we've used all the 6s we're going to use in our puzzle. So that's great. As for 7s, I don't see too many. 8s, here we have another one. Over here, another 8. And up here, another 8. And over here, there's another one, gone. All right, so let's try to fill in some of these boxes. 1, 2, 3, we're missing a 4 over there. That's another completed box. 1, 2, 3, we're missing a 4 here. 4 has to go there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're missing a 7 here. So now we're getting completed boxes. Let's start over here. So in this box, in this row actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing a 7 and a 9. So up here we have a 7, so we know that our 7 has to go here and our 9 has to go there. And now we're missing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we're missing a 1 and a 5. But we can't tell from these boxes up here where a 1 is going to go and where a 5 is going to go. So let's move on. Let's start with this. Oh, no, let's do this column. We have a 1, we're missing a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need a 2 and a 7. All right, that's going to be hard to figure out, and that's okay. So let's try this row. We need a 1. We need a 2, 3, 4. We need a 5 and a 9. So 1, 2, 5, and 9. All right, we see the 1 over here, so we know the 1 can't go over here. We see there's a 1 down here, so it can't go here. So the 1 has to go here. There's also a 2 already in this box, so we know the 2 has to go over here, so this can't be a 2. And so now we need a 5 and a 9. 5 also can't go over here, so we know that this has to be a 9 because there's already a 2 and a 5 in this box. Has to be a 9. Over here, we can't really tell which is a 5 and which is going to be a 2. That's okay, we'll leave it alone. Let's try to complete this box. 1, 2, we're missing a 3, and we see that this row has no 3s in it and is still in need of a 3, so we know that that has to be a 3. So the whole point of these harder Sudokus is trying to get a fuller picture, trying not only to look at the boxes that you're working on, but also be aware of what's filling up around them. So let's finish this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing a 7, and we know that the 7 goes here. Now we can fill in some new forced entries, and look, we already completed the 7th. All right, let's look at this row right here. This one up here. You can see that this box, the only ones left in this row are in the same box. So that means it's going to be easy to find this square right here because it's going to be the only one that is not already filled here. So let's see. We have a 1. We need a 2, 3, 4, a 2, a 4, and a 9. A 2, a 4, and a 9. So what are we missing here? We don't have a 1. And that's the only one that we're missing in this box that's not already used over here. So we know that this is going to be a 1. All right, while we're here, we might as well, oh, we still can't find the last ones. All right, so let's try to complete some of these rows. 1, 2, we still need a 3 over here, and look, there's a 3 right here, so we know that this one has to go here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we know that this last one over here has to be a 9. Great, let's try to complete this box now. We're missing a 1 up here. We know it has to go there because of that one. 2, and we're missing a 3. There we go. Let's try this row. 1, we're missing a 2. All right, that could go in this box or this box right here. We're not sure which one it is. So there's a 2, we're still missing a 3. 3 can't go over here because there's already a 3 in this box, and a 3 can't go here. because there's 1 down here. So the 3 has to go there. And now our 3s are done. Awesome. All right, so we need a 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. A 2 and a 9. Now we can see that there's a 9 over here. So this one's got to be the 2, and this one has got to be the 9. In this box, the last one that we're missing is a 1, and down here, that can complete our 1s. Over in this box, we have a 1. We still need a 2 over here, but now it's getting more obvious where our 2s are being knocked out. Again, you're going to want to go through the puzzle and go back and look for new forced entries very often because it gets very obvious where you're missing numbers. And at this point, it's going to be so obvious where we're missing them that we can just go on and fill them in. And we're all done. Congratulations, you have solved the puzzle. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you want to try practicing Sudokus on your own, again, Sudoku Kingdom is a great place to come. You can pick the difficulty of the game you want to play, and there you go. Alright, thank you very much.